So, we'll move on with the next kind of strings, that is X string method. So under this we are going to see about is alpha, is alpha num, is decimal, is space, is title. So all these methods are going to check whether now if you say is alpha, it is going to if the parameter what you have sent is an alphabet, then it is going to return true, otherwise it is false. Okay, so along with is lower and is upper, there are several string methods that have names beginning with the words, that is here, whether it is alpha, whether it is alpha num, or whether it is a decimal or a space or a title. So this method return a boolean value that describes the nature of the string. So suppose you have given is alpha. So this is alpha method, what does it do? It is going to return true if the string consists of letters. Okay, and no, that is it's not blank. And if you're saying alpha num, then this particular method is going to return true if the string what you've passed contains only the letters as well as number. Okay, and next is decimal. So when you say is decimal, this particular method is going to return true if the string consists of numeric characters. And the next one you have is space. So is space is going to return true if the string consists of either spaces or tab if you have used, or new line if you have used also, this is going to return true. If any other value, then it is going to return false. Similarly title, so it is going to return true if the string consists of only words that begin with an uppercase letter followed by only lowercase letters. So we'll see with an example for each. So we will go to the IDLE. So we'll just check out for each. So first we'll see for is alpha. So I've given hello and followed by that is alpha. So this particular method is going to return true if the string what I have passed is containing alphabets. Okay. So you can see here it is giving true value. Now suppose instead of alphabet I have also added some integers. In that case you just see is alpha is going to return a false value, because along with the character this one uh, alphabets I also had numbers, so I am checking for only alphabets. So for that purpose it written false. But whereas the next one, if I'm having alphabets and numbers, and the method I have given is alpha num. So in this case, it is going to return true because you are checking for alphabets as well as numbers. So if you're having that, then it is going to return true. Okay. So now here, if you give just alphabets, in this case also it is going to return true because it can be either alphabet or number. But whereas in this case, it should be only alphabets. If you're giving any numbers, then it is going to return false. Similarly, next one is decimal. Decimal, when you say when you're giving numbers, then it is going to return a true value. Okay. Suppose here if I'm giving, then in this case it is going to return a false value because this decimal is checking for decimal is there, so that is checking for numeric characters. But what we have given here, we have given an alphabet, so for that purpose it is returning a false value. Similarly, next one you have is for space. So checking is space, so in this case it is returning you a true value. Other than space, you can also check for new line also. You can check out for this new line character, or backspace also, even in new line, as well as tab, that is slash t if you're giving, even in that case it is going to return a true value. Okay, and the last one you have is title. So in title, what they're saying, the first character should be a capital, and after that, followed by that, you can have any lowercase letters. This is a title. So I'll just give like this. So you can see first letter is an alphabet followed by lowercase letters. I'm checking for is title. So in this case, it is returning a true value. So you can see first character, first letter in a word is uppercase followed by that lowercase letters. But the same thing if I'm giving like this. In this case, what happens? We'll just check. So in this case, it is returning a false value. Okay. So the first character in a word should be a capital one followed by that lowercase letters. Okay. So this is about your is X string method. So you have to tell about is alpha as well as numeric, is decimal, is space, is title. Okay. So this is X string methods are useful whenever we want to validate any user input. So again, we have a program associated with this. So we'll just check it out. Okay. We have a program here. So this particular program, what does it do is it will repeatedly ask the user for age as well as password. So it will repeatedly ask for age as well as password until a valid input is given by the user. Okay. So we'll just see this program. So I have already copied this. So you can see here. So first we'll be asking the user to enter the age. So I will enter the age. So I will enter the age as some 25. So I will give in words. Okay, I will give the age in words. So I've given here 25. So you can see here the variable age is 25. So just see in the code. So here what you have done, you have used the print to enter the age. Then after that you have used the input method. So what does this input method do? It will ask the user to enter. So whatever the user has entered, input function is going to take it. Okay. Then whatever data you have entered, that will be stored in this age. So now you're checking age whether it is decimal. Okay, it is checking now. So but what you have given, we have given as 25 in characters, right? So in that case, what will happen here? Please enter a number for your age. So it is again asking the user to enter a valid age. So now I'll give the age as 25. I'll give it in as a numeric data. So now in this case, the age what we have given is 25. It is going to check is decimal. It is true. Then next it will ask the user to select a password or enter a password. So again the password what you are going to give. So here we are checking for alphabet as well as numeric. So if I'm giving some other than alphabets and numeric, something like this I have given, then in that case what happens, just see. In that case, so the password what I have given is star followed by slash. So it is going to check here password dot is alpha num. So in this case, this alpha num is going to return a false value because you have not given a alphabet or a num. So it is going to break and it is asking passwords can only be letters and numbers. So once again, it will ask the user to enter a new password. So now I will enter some 123 ASDF. Okay. So now I have entered the password as 123 ASDF. So now it will check this alpha num. So I have given an alphabet as well as numeric. So now in this case, what happens? The password what I have entered is a valid one that will be stored here. So this is a program which is asking the user to enter a valid username and password. So until the user is entering a valid age and the password. Until the user is entering a valid age as well as password, The program will continuously ask the user to enter it. Okay, so here you can see the what are the methods we have used here. That is X string methods. One is decimal, and next method we have used is alpha num. Okay, so this is a example program. I hope I'm clear with this. So that is about your is X string method. Next, we'll go to the next set of method, that is starts with and ends with string method. So starts with and ends with method return true if the string value they are called on begins or ends with the string passed to the method. So what you have passed, okay, we'll see with an example for this. So what are we saying? Starts with. So we'll check for starts with. So what is starts with? Starts with is going to give you or return a true value if the string value that are called on begins. So now we are speaking about starts with. So we'll tell it as begins with the string passed to the method. Okay, otherwise it is going to return false. So we'll check what do they mean. So I will give a string as hello world, and I will use the method starts with. Starts with. So what is a parameter I'm going to send here is I will send the parameter as hello. So what is the meaning of this? We are the starts with method is going to check the string what you have passed. The string what we have passed is hello world. Whether it starts with the parameter what you have given here. Okay. So in this case, it is going to return a true value. Now same thing, instead of this, I will give as, instead of lowercase s h, I will give an uppercase h. Now you just see what happens. Now in this case, it is going to return a false value. So I hope you have understood the meaning of starts with. So what does starts with do? Whatever string you are passing, you are trying to pass an argument to the function starts with, which is going to check the argument with the string you have given. Okay, so if it is starting with the same argument, then it is going to return true value, otherwise it is going to return a false value. Similarly, we'll check for ends with. Now suppose I have given a b c d 1 2 3. Okay, and I will give ends with. So here I'll give ends with, no, sorry. Okay. Now you see here ends with. So what does ends with do? Whatever argument you have passed to this particular function, okay, it is trying to match here. So you have A B C D 1 2 3. So this particular string is ending with 1 2 3. So for that purpose, it is going to return a true value. Okay. So this is about your string, that is starts with as well as ends with. Similarly, if you're giving something like A B C D 1 2 3, and here you have given ends with 3 4. In that case, what happens now? So you can see here this has written a false value. Okay, so this is about your starts with and ends with method. So these methods are useful alternatives to the equality operator, that is equals operator, if you need to check only whether the first or the last part of the string rather than the whole thing is equal to the other string. So in this case, what they're saying, you are just checking whether the starting of the string or the ending of the string. Okay, so that is what this particular method is doing. Rather than checking the complete string, you're just checking whether starting and ending is same. So that is about your starts and ends with. Next one you have is join and split method. So join method is useful when you have a list of strings that need to be joined together into a single string. So what is the purpose of this join method? It is going to join together. The list of strings what you have, they are joined together into a single string. Okay. So join method is called on a string, gets passed a list of string, and it is going to return a string. So list of string is passed and it is going to give you a single string. That is about your join. The return string is nothing but it is a concatenation of each string passed in the list. So the list of strings you have passed, so all those are combined together as a single string value. Join is called on a string value and it is passed. That's the same thing. So list method, what does it do? So join is going to join together into a single string value, whereas list is just the opposite of that. That is going to separate. Okay. So it is called on a string value and returns the list of the string. In join, what happens? You are passing the list of the string and it is going to join together into a single string. But whereas in case of split, it is passed on a string value and it is going to return a list of the strings. Again, we'll see with an example here. So we have an example here. Okay. So you can see here the list of the string what you have is cats, rats and bats, and we are using the join method, and the separator here is the comma symbol. Okay. So just see here, it is separated. It is treated now. This list of values what you have passed is a single string. So you can see here the entire thing is inside the single quote. So this is nothing but your a single string value in which you have cats, comma rats, comma bats. So that is what your join does. You are passing the list of value and it is going to treat it as a single value. So the entire thing, that is cats, rats and bats, is put in one, is put within the, or it's displayed inside the single quote, that is representing one string. Similarly, next example. Next again you have my comma name is Simon. So these are the list of the values what you have passed. So entire thing is combined to one string value. So you can see here inside the quote you have my name is Simon. So this is combined into one string value. Okay. Similarly, the last example related to join is in this case. So in the previous two example, the separator you had used was in the first case comma, and in the next case it was a space. So now we will see here, just see here, what is the separator you have used? You have used as ABC. So how it will be? My is the first value in the string. So my is written. After that, the separator you have used is ABC. So my ABC name, then again ABC is, then again ABC and Simon. So again, this entire thing is your one string. Okay. So that is about your join. So next we'll see about split. So what did we say? Split is going to do exactly opposite of join. Okay. So for join, what we are doing, we are going to give list of values, right? Whereas here we are going to give a string. So just see, this is the opposite, right? So previously for join we gave like this list of values and we got a string, but here now what we are doing, we are giving a string, and you can see you, what is the result you're going to get? You're going to get the list of values. That is what here you had passed. For join you had passed like this. Split is going to give you that result. Okay, so it is going to split this. By default you are using comma. Next example here. Okay. So here my ABC name ABC. So what happened? You are going to split based on this. So after this my, that is after M, that is Y, that is your one value. Next name will be your next value, is next value, and Simon is next value. So here you are given ABC. That is just the opposite of what you have done in join. And the last example for this, split. So now what happens? You are splitting based on what? On this m. So just see here, my is there, and after na you have a lowercase m. That lowercase m is nothing but the splitting criteria here, right? So na, then after that, so this entire thing is your one value. Then after that you have e, after m is e, is, then till si, Simon's si will be there, and after that you have a m, that m is nothing but your splitting character here, and finally the remaining one is on. So this is how your split works. Okay, other than this you can also give it this way. So you have given values here, that is here, which is having comment, multiple line comment. So now we'll just check out. So we'll give as spam. So spam is the name of the variable which is having your data, and you're passing, you're calling the method split, and on what basis you're going to split? You're going to split it on the new line character. Okay. Sorry. You're going to split it on the basis of new line character. Okay, so you can see here, dear Alice, and after that actually you had a new line character, right? So that is treated as your one value. Then after that, how are you been? I'm fine. So this is your next value in the list. And after that we have, there is a container in the fridge, so that is a next value. So on what basis you're splitting? That is on the basis of new line. So wherever you have new line, that is till there is your one value of your list. Okay, so please do not drink it. This is one value in the list, and after that you're separating. Next is sincerely is the next value, then Bob is a next value. So it is splitted based on this new line character. Okay, so that is about your split. And next one you have is justifying text with right justification or left justification or center justification. So justification we know, right? That is, you can also say as you're aligning things. So right justification and left justification string methods return a padded version of the string they are called on, with spaces inserted to justify the text. So what we are saying, we are going to justify. So suppose some string you have passed, so just see with the example. So okay, so I will write the string as hello, and I will use the method write justification. Okay, and I will pass some argument to that. So just see here, the first argument to both the method is an integer length of the justified string. So this is nothing but the first argument what you're speaking about. That is nothing but the length. Okay. So this says that we want to write justify this particular string hello, which will be of length 10. Okay. So rest justification. So totally how much it will be. So just see here. Total the entire thing will be of length 10. Okay, so since hello is 5 characters, so before this 5 more characters are right justified. Same thing you can do for left justification also. So suppose I give right justification. Once again we'll check. I'll give the length as 30. So what is the meaning of this? The entire string will be of length 30, and this much part is nothing but the left justification. So out of 30, your string is only having 5 characters. So remaining 25 is nothing but your right justification. Okay. Similarly, we'll just check out for the next one, that is hello dot L justification. That L is nothing but left justification. Okay. So I'll give some value as 30. So just see here. So just see here. Here it is left justification. So whatever string you have passed, that will be beginning from here, and after that this entire space. So you can see here the string is terminated over here. So from here to here is nothing but, so what we told here? We told here 30. So your string should be of 30 characters. String should be of 30 characters. So out of that, only 5 characters are filled with this, that is HELLO, and rest everything is empty. Okay. So this is how you can perform left justification and right justification. So here we saw only about the first parameter. It can also have an optional second argument to right just and left just, which will specify a fill character other than space. So what did we say here? Here we just have space. So all these are just space. So now same thing we'll just see with the second character, wherein we are filling it with some characters. Same left justification only we'll see. The first argument is telling you the length, and the second argument is nothing but that is telling you the fill characters. Okay. So what does the fill character do? Whatever space was there, now it will be filled by the character what you have passed. So the character what we have passed is star. So you can see here all this space is now filled with star. Okay. So total length of your string is reserved to whatever size you're passing here. So here you have passed a size as 30. Similarly, anything you can pass. So if you give like this, so instead of left justification, I'll give right justification and some plus symbol. So now you can see here this entire part is filled with the symbol what you have passed. That is nothing but your fill character. Okay. So this is about your right justification and left justification. Again, we have an example program for this. So we'll just see that. Okay. So this left justification and right justification are methods are useful whenever you want to print any tabular kind of data that is having exact spaces. In such kind of situation, this left and right justification are very helpful. Okay. So here an example program is given to you. So we'll just see that particular program. So here, first of all, you have a method here. The name of the method is print picnic, and you're passing some parameter that is item from the dictionary, and along with that the left as well as the right width. Okay. That is just okay. So now you see here, this is the function definition. Okay. Next. Next statement. What is this? Picnic items you have. So within the flower braces you have written. So that is nothing but the dictionary, right? So in the dictionary, so what will be there in the dictionary? In the dictionary you will be having key as well as value pair. So here what are the keys? Keys are sandwiches, apples, cups and cookies. And the corresponding values are 4, 12, 4 and 8000. Okay. So what are we doing in this program? So we just want to display all this in a nicer way in a tabular form, wherein you're giving the left justified value as well as right justified values. Okay. So now the next statement what will be executed here, print picnic. So you're calling the function print picnic, and what are the parameter you're passing? You're passing the parameter of the dictionaries. The first parameter will be that of the dictionary, that is sandwiches, then next will be apples, then cups, then cookies. Okay. and corresponding left width will be 12 and right width will be 5. So what we are doing in this program, we are just giving two different left width as well as right width, and we're displaying the details of the dictionary. Okay, so we'll just see now. So now what happens, left width is assigned to 12 and right width is assigned to 50. So now we are going to the function definition part here. So what you're doing inside the function definition, you are going to print. What you're going to print? Picnic item. This picnic items are nothing but the items of your dictionary. Okay. Dot center. So this particular part. So first thing what will be displayed is, this is just the heading. Okay. The center, whatever you're displaying, it is a heading called as picnic item. Okay. You are aligning it to center. So yeah, here along with left and right justification, you also have one more method that is called as your center. So what does the center do? Centers the text rather than justifying it to left and right. So the center method, what does it do? The string, it will place it at the center rather than left and right. These methods are useful whenever you want to print any tabular data that has correct spacing. So that is what here. So now what happens? So you can see here picnic items is displayed. Okay. Next, you have a looping statement here. So we have two looping variable k and v. So here k is nothing but it will be having the values of a dictionary, and v is nothing but it will be having the, sorry, k will be having the keys and we will be having the values of a dictionary. So now currently key is sandwich and the corresponding value is 4. So what does it do? Next statement, it is going to print the key which is left justified with the left width. So what is the left width we have given? We have given as 12. Okay. And what is this dot? Dot is nothing but the fill character. Okay. Similarly, V. In V what you have? You have the value, and that you're aligning to the right justification with the right width. Here what is the right width we have given? We have given as 5. So you can see here your first detail is displayed, that is sandwich, and we have used the dot which is nothing but the fill character, and for that you have concatenated the value which is right justified. Okay, so left justified from this way and right justified from this side. Okay, that is for sandwiches. Again the loop will repeat. The next one is apples and the corresponding value is 4. So you're going to print that. So you can see here the length, the width here. How much is the width? Width is 12 you have given. Okay, so and after that you're filling the fill character, that is nothing but here dot. Next, again the next one is cups. So you can just see how the data is printed. It is printed in a nicer way in a tabular form. Cookies. Okay. So this was for the width of 12 and 5. Now again the same thing is repeated, but now the left width is 20 and right width is 6. The same process will be repeated. First it will be printed at the center. Okay. So left and right width is given, the center there, center part, that is displayed. And after that again the key value, that is sandwich. Just see the displaying position between the previous one. So here how it is displayed and here. So here the width is more. So it is coming like this. Okay. Similarly, next one apples. Again, next you have cups, and finally you have cookies. So this is about your um, left justification, right justification, and center justification. So this program shows you the tabular value, uh, how it is displayed using this justification methods. Okay. Next one we will see about removing white space, that is with strip, either right strip or left strip. Okay, or in another way it is just strip. Sometimes you may want to strip off white spaces or characters or new line. It can be space, tab, or new line from the left side, right side, or both the sides. So if you want to strip from the left side, you're giving L strip. Right side is right strip. If you want to strip the space or tab from or a new line from both the ends, then you can just give strip. Okay. So strip string method will return a new string without any white space characters at the beginning or the end. So when you give just strip, what does it do? Any space you have given or any tab if you have given. So we'll just see here. So I'll give a variable spam and I'll give something like this. You can just see here I have given some space in the beginning as well as end of this particular string. Okay. So now we will use the method spam dot strip. We'll use the method called as strip on the variable spam. So what does strip do? Strip is going to remove the white spaces both in the beginning as well as in the end. So you can see here the space has been removed now. You just have hello. Okay, that is for strip. Similarly, for the same thing, we'll give the same data. Okay. Now, if I'm giving spam dot l strip, so if I'm giving l strip, then what does it do? It is going to remove only the space on the left hand side. Spam dot l strip. So this is going to remove the space only on the left hand side. So you can see here that is beginning whatever space you have that has been stripped or removed. But on the right hand side what space you have it is as it is. Okay. Now same if you give spam dot right strip. So what does it do? It is going to remove the space on the right hand side. Okay. So you can see it is removed. So this is about your left strip, right strip and strip. Optionally, a string argument will can be specified which characters on the end should be stripped. So along with this left strip and right strip, so we can also have some parameters passed to this particular strip method. Okay, so we'll just see that. So spam equal to, so I'll write. So you can see here to the variable spam, I've passed a string like this. So I've written spam, spam, and I've written hello, and again spam, word, spam, spam. So what we are telling here in the last point, what it is told, optionally a string argument will specify which character on the end should be removed. So in the either end, that is on the either ends of your string, if you have this particular parameter, that is here I have given amps, so it need not be in this order only. If you just have the characters amps, it can be anything. The equivalent word of this is you can also give it as spam, even then it will match. Okay, or you can give as map and uppercase s, even that will be same. So what happens here, on the either side, that is on the either end, this end is removed and this end is removed. Okay, the middle one will be as it is, but on the either ends it will be stripped. So this is about your strip. wherein you're passing some arguments. Okay, so what does it do? On the ends, what matching arguments you have, those will be removed. And the next point is topic is copying and pasting strings with Piperclip module. So what is this Piperclip? So Piperclip module, it has copy and paste function that can send text to and receive text from your computer's clipboard. So this Piperclip module, what does it do? It can copy, that is, it has copy and paste function using which you can either send text to the clipboard, or you can get some text value from the clipboard, and you can just paste it wherever you want. Okay, sending the output of your program to the clipboard will make it easy to paste it on an email, word processor, or some other software. So what here we are saying, so what does this Piperclip module do? Anything you want to, suppose you want to paste something in your email or some other location, so if you're using this Piperclip module, it can automatically copy the data and place it in your clipboard, so wherever you want, you can paste it later. Okay, so the thing is, this particular Piperclip, it is not coming along with Python, so you have to install it separately. Okay, so it is not with the Python, so the separate installation need to be done. I'll just show you the steps. So you can see here, is this visible? Hello, am I there online?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can see this here. You have to go to this particular location, that is pipypa.io. So in this particular location, you have this software. You will be getting this software. You can just go to this particular location. Okay, and you have to go for installation. You have to click on installation, that is installing, and there you can see here, get pip.py. So you just have to right click on this and you have to give save. Okay, save link as, you just have to click on this. That time this particular file gets stored in my desktop. Okay, so that particular file will be stored in my desktop. So So you can see here that file is stored in the desktop here. So that is the first thing what you have to do. Okay. Then after that is done, uh, in your start, you have to go to your control panel. You have to go to your control panel. Then you have to go to systems. You can go to advanced system setting, and here you have, under the advanced tab, you have environment variable. So under environment variable, you have to write a new environment variable. Okay, that is for Python. That is, here you can see here, this is already done, I've already done it. If you're doing for the first time, then you have to click on new. So when you click on new, you'll be getting like this, what is a variable name? So the variable name here you have to give as path, and the corresponding value. So the corresponding value is the location where Python is installed. Okay, so you can just come here for in my system Python, and after that I have to click on the scripts. So wherever the scripts is there, so in my system it is installed in this particular location. Okay, so it is in this particular location, so I have to copy this. So I can just right click on this and click on copy, and here I have to paste it. Okay, So here I have to paste this already I have done, and click on OK. So this is nothing but you're setting your environment variable for PIP. Okay. So once this is done, now you have to double click on the file which is there in your desktop. When you double click on this gets installed. Okay. So your PIP, that is Piper mod, for which you require the Piper module, that will be installed. So you can just check out. I have already installed. Okay, so I've already installed, so I'm getting like this successfully installed. Okay, so after this is done, so if this is done, your Piper module is installed. So now we will go to the program. Okay, so yeah, we'll come here. So what is this Piperclip? Piperclip module allows you to copy any data from your system in directly into the clipboard, and wherever you want you can just paste it, so you don't have to copy paste anything. By default it will copy. Okay, so we'll just see this, how does it work in the interpreter here. So I'll just write import Piperclip. So I have to write import Piperclip. So this Piperclip will work only if you have done all this installation. So whatever previous steps I have told, only if you have done all those, then this particular thing will work. Okay. So you can just do that. Piperclip.copy. I'll just give hello. And now, so when I have given Piperclip.copy, what happens? Whatever you have passed here, automatically it will be copied into the clipboard. Okay. So when I give Piperclip paste, so wherever you want. Okay. Now in this case, I want it to be pasted here itself. So I can give Piperclip paste. So when I have given Piperclip paste, automatically that data will be displayed. So it is not required for me to copy and then paste it somewhere. I can simply use Piperclip copy, and I can go for Piperclip paste. Okay. For example, if I copy this sentence to the clipboard and then paste it. So now just one more example. I will copy the entire thing. Okay. I'll copy this entire thing, and now I will simply type Piperclip dot paste. I will simply give Piperclip dot paste. So you can see here whatever I had copied, okay, that has been pasted here. That is pasted because of this Piperclip dot paste. Okay, so that is the usage of your Piperclip module. And last part, two programs are given to you, that is password locker as well as adding bullets to wiki markup. So here again we are going to use the concept of this Piperclip. So, and one more thing, what we are doing here is, so far we were doing the programs in your we were showing it on in the IDLE. So now we will try to we'll do the program in the file editor itself, but we'll try to execute it in the command prompt. Okay, so we'll try to execute it in the command prompt. So for that we have two programs here. The first program that is given is password locker. Okay, so this is a first program. So what they are saying in this is, so usually what happens is we are having accounts in different websites. So what we have to do here is, when you have accounts like this in different website, passwords you should not give the same thing for all the account. Okay, because it happens that if one of the website is breached, then the hacker can get your password, and he might try to use that password into other accounts. So for that purpose, what we can do here is, we can go for what is called as password manager software, wherein you can store the passwords of all of your account. Okay, you might be having one account in Facebook, one Insta, like that, in number of accounts. Okay, So every account and followed by that corresponding password. So they say whenever you give password, don't give a easier one, let it be a complicated one. So if you're giving very complicated password, so again remembering that password might be a difficulty for us. So for that purpose we can go for password manager software, okay, which you can have it in your computer. And for that password manager, once again you are having one master password, okay, using only one password you have to remember. So that is the password of your uh, this one password manager software, okay. So what we are saying, you install a software called as password manager software, and in that software you store all your passwords of different accounts, okay. So in that way you don't have to remember the passwords of all the different accounts. You just have to remember the password of your password manager software, which you're going to have it in your system, okay. So that is what. So here the program what is given to you is just how, or you can say demonstration of how this password manager software works, or how you can develop a password manager software, okay. So we will see here. So they have given you step by step. So in the first step what they're saying here is, we want to run this particular software in command line, okay, command line argument. So here what we are doing here is, we are using the dictionary. So you can see here we are writing something inside braces. You have the key and the corresponding value pair. So here we are using the concept of dictionaries, which you already learned in the previous session. Okay. So by doing this, what we can do, complicated password you can place in this dictionary. So you don't, so just see here, here one account name is given as email. So if you want, you can write this as your FB password. So just see the password here. What is this password? So it's not easy for anybody to hack this, right? But it is also not easy for us to remember this. So for that purpose, what we will do, we will write this password in this password software manager software. Okay. So what you have to remember, you should remember only the password of this particular software. So the first thing what they are saying here is program design. The first step, that is program design and structure. So in the design structure, we will come to a conclusion that here how we are going to store the password. So to store the password, we will use the concept of dictionary, wherein the key will be the name of the account and password, or the value part will be the password. Okay. So like this, you can see here the key are email, blog and luggage. Instead of that, you can store it as FB, then Insta and your Gmail. You can give like that also. Okay. That is the one thing. So how we are doing here, so how we got this is nothing but just go to your ideally, and when you click on file and new, so here you just click on file and you click on, sorry, I'm getting open, file and you click on new file. That time the file editor will be created. So there you can type this particular program. Okay. So this is how you can write it. So you can see here beginning. So what we want this particular code to run in the command prompt. Okay. So the starting line or the first line you can see here, which begins with hash followed by exclamatory. So this is called as your shebang line. Okay. So this is a shebang line. For Windows, it is this hash followed by exclamatory. So the details about this is given to you in your textbook. In your textbook, at the end of the textbook, you have appendix. Okay. So in appendix B, they have given you the information about this. So you have appendix A. Okay. So you can see here at the end of your textbook, So this is appendix A, wherein they are giving you the information about how you can install the Piper module. Okay, that is PIP. Then in appendix B, they are telling you how you can run your program in the command line, in the command prompt. Okay. So here they are telling about the shebang line. So the first line of your Python program should be a shebang line, which tells the computer that you want Python to execute in this particular program. Okay. So, or another way you can also say this is a Python program. Shebang line always begins with hash followed by exclamatory. This is in case of your Windows operating system. Okay. If it is Linux, then you can have hash followed by exclamatory, but instead of Python 3, you have to give the path as user slash bin slash Python 3. So this is about your shebang line, which is telling you that it is a Python program. Okay. So that is given in your okay. So that is the first thing. So in the first step, we are saying that we have to, that is program design and data structure. So under program design, what you're saying, we are using the concept of dictionary, wherein you have the key as email and the value are the password. So here the different accounts are email, blog and luggage. And always Python program begins with the shebang line, which starts with hash followed by exclamatory followed by this, in this case it is Python 3. Okay, and this hash is nothing but just the comment line. Okay, just the comment line which is telling you that an insecure, the name of this particular program is an insecure password locker program. Okay, so in this case insecure, this is just for demonstration purpose, so for that purpose it is given like this. So this is a first step wherein you're telling the data structure. Here what you're using, we are using dictionary. And in the next step, that is the next half of the program, that is how to handle command line argument. So we are speaking about handling command line arguments, that is till here you can say. So this part we are speaking about handling the command line arguments. Okay, so here you can see you're importing modules, that is system as well as the Piperclip, which you already just seen in the previous slide. So here what you're doing, you're checking if the length, whatever arguments you're giving, if it is less than 2, then you have to tell the user, you have to give some information to the user, that is this particular statement will be printed. Okay, that is usage, how it should be py dot, so that can be the program name, that's some information like that, copy account password. Okay, so what does this do? Here you are just telling, or this particular thing you're telling, that how many arguments you have to give. So when you're running in the command line, that is, we'll just come here. So this particular program should be executed in the command prompt. Okay, so I'll just open the command prompt, and I should go to the location where I have my script. So this particular script I have stored here, I have stored in this particular path. Okay, so I've stored in this particular path, so I'll just copy paste that. So I think till users I already have, so I have to copy from here. I have to copy from here, and okay, we'll just begin from the beginning, cd dot dot. Okay, so I'll just copy the entire path here. So I'll just copy the entire path where my particular file is stored. Okay, so this is a path where I have my file. So I should have given cd, right? Okay, cd followed by the path. Okay, so this is a path where I have my file, and the name of the file I have given as pass.py. Okay, so here what we are saying that we are speaking about the command line, right? Arguments. So here, if it is less than 2, so the arguments what you're passing is less than 2, then this particular statement will be printed, then you're exiting. Okay, but here, so we'll just see here, suppose I give like this, then the statement will be printed and you're coming out of the program. Now instead of that, I will give, so what should happen, I should also pass the account name. So where am I going to get the account name? That is name of the account, that is nothing but I'm going to get it from the dictionary here. So in the dictionary, what are the account name? Account name can be either email, or it can be blog, or it can be luggage. So I will give as blog, I will give as blog. So that is the argument which I am passing in my command line. Okay. So account is equal to sys dot argv of 1. That argv of 1 is nothing but blog. Okay. So that is the second step, that is handle command line argument. And in the third step, what we are telling here is copy the right password. So that is this part of the program. That is if account in password. So what is the meaning of this? Now account. What is there in account? That is nothing but blog. So it will check here whether it is there in the password. Yes, blog is there in the dictionary password, right? So what it will do? It is going to copy. So Piperclip.copy. What does Piperclip.copy do? Piperclip.copy. What it is going to do? It is going to copy this entire password into your clipboard. Okay, it is going to copy into the clipboard, and after that it is going to print. So print for account, for your account, that is blog, what is the corresponding password. If the account you have given is not present, then it will say as no account by that name. So now in this case, see, just see the message that password for blog is copied to the clipboard. So this message you will be getting. So you can go to wherever you want, that any account. Okay. So suppose if it is an email, you can go there and you can just give paste. So just see now what happened. For the blog, what was the password? That is VMAL. So this was a very lengthy password what you had given. So that is not possible for us to remember. But here in this case, it has been pasted into this particular text file. So you can paste it in any of the account, any of your account, then the password part. Okay. So this is an example wherein you have used the Piperclip method, that is for password manager log. Okay. So what you're telling in this program, so remembering what complicated password is a difficult task. So what we will do, all those password, so first of all we have to give different password for different accounts. So all those passwords we will store it in the password manager, and from there, for the password manager we will give one more password. That password manager will be in our system. Okay, so you just have to remember just the password of the password manager, and automatically here in this case, so here what we are telling, we are speaking about another concept wherein you can run your program in the command prompt. Previously, so far we were running our program in the IDLE, that is your interactive shell, right? So here we are executing it in the command prompt. Okay, so this is how you can execute your program. So you got a message or password for block, copy to clipboard, and wherever you want you can copy it. Okay, so this is one of the program that is there in your syllabus. Now suppose if I give as Facebook, now what happens? In my dictionary, do I have any account called as Facebook? It's not there. So you can see there is no account named Facebook. So this is one example. And the last one, so this is a last program that is given to you in your textbook in this particular module. That is the next one, that is adding bullets to wiki markup. So this is the next program. So here they're telling about wiki markup. It's not like just wiki markup. In any other text file also this can be done. So we'll just see the program. So what we are saying this is, suppose you have a text file. So I will create a notepad now. Okay. And in this notepad I'll write something. I will write something. So this is just a small file which I'm creating with just a few lines. Okay. But if you have a very large file with many number of lines and you want to, now in this case you want to add a bullet. Okay. So here in this program the bullet what we are using is just a star symbol. Okay. Like this any other bullets you want to you can do that. So what we have to do, for every line we should go and put the bullets. So instead of that, what we can do here is, in this particular program, you are copying, again we are using the concept of the Piperclip. You will be copying there, and automatically that star, in this case it is star, that will be there in your clipboard, and for every line the star will be added. So this is very helpful whenever you want to add this bullets in a large file which is having many number of lines. Okay, so we'll just see. So for the beginning what I have done, we have created a text file wherein you have written many statements, each of the line separated by the new line character. Okay, so let this be there as it is. So now first we'll go to the program. So here we are speaking about the Wikipedia article. So whenever you want to edit a Wikipedia article, you can create a bulleted list by putting the list items on its own line, and you can place a star in front of them. So when you're having a large data or many number of lines, so that might be a difficult task. So instead of that, here we are going to we are having a program wherein we can do that particular task in a easier way. Okay, so we will see that. So the first step what we have to do here is, that is copy and paste from the clipboard. Okay, so here paste the text from the clipboard, and you can do something to that. Then after that you're copying the new text to the keyboard. So what are those, we will see. So in the first half of the program, just you can see here, the first is nothing but the first line, that is a shebang line, which is telling that it is a Python script. And after that you have the comment. Again, next line also you have comment of each line of the text in the keyboard. Okay. So what you're doing, adds Wikipedia bullet points to the start of each line of the text on the clipboard. So first we are going to import the Piperclip. So we know the Piperclip module. If you are including that, we can use the methods Piperclip copy as well as paste. Okay. So the call to Piperclip here, what does it do? Here, importing module is done. Next thing is you're calling Piperclip paste. So what does it do? It is going to return all the text on the keyboard as one big string. If you used the list, now in this case what we will do, I have created a text file. Okay, I am going to copy it. I'm going to copy it. When I'm going to copy it means it will be there in my clipboard. Okay. And that copied will be there, in this case it will be there in the text. So each of the text, how it is splitted. We already spoke about split, right? How it is divided. It is divided based on the new line. So for every line, the last character you have used is a new line. So it is split on that basis, and it is stored in this variable lines. And next thing what you're going to do, loop. You're going to loop for all the indexes of the line. So starting from the first line, and in the range here, length of line, here how many lines are there, 2 4 5. So all these 5 lines you're going to do, what are you going to do, you are going to add star, okay, to each string in the lines list. So here first star will be added here, then after that again increment next line. So like this, for every lines you're going to add the star symbol. Okay, along with that, what is this slash and dot new line, it is going, that is lines you're joining. And finally Piperclip dot copy text. So the copy, you are going to copy the text in which you have the star symbol. Okay, so we'll just see. So here what happened, the star symbol you have added for all the lines, and that is copied. So Piperclip dot copy text, what it is going to do, it is going to copy your entire text. So now already we had copied once, that copied will be there in the text. Now here what you're having is the copied text along with the star. Okay, so now first of all we have to run this particular file. Now again, running is in your command prompt. So the name we have given as bullets.py. So we have to run this, and when you run this particular file, what happens, it is copied in the clipboard. Okay, now wherever you want you can just go and paste it. So you can see here all the lines beginning with the star. So that star was copied here into the clipboard, and wherever you want you just paste it. So this is the last program in this particular module, that is how you can add bullets. Okay, here they have given us wiki markup. It need not be in the wiki markup only, in any other files also this can be done. Okay, so this is all about your the second module, wherein you have list, dictionary and manipulating strings. Okay, so till here we will be having for our first internal. Okay, so whatever is done so